In the first Hellraiser film, in the first place, I don't have a name, and I think I'm on the screen for about 10 minutes out of the whole movie. And if you look at the credits, I'm buried away down at the foot there. The character had become emblematic for the movies certainly really by the second film. Anyone mentions Hellraiser, it's Pinhead that is the image that goes with it. But back when we were making the first film, if you'd suggested to me that I'd be sitting here in Philadelphia, where are we, 17 years on, at a convention being swamped by fans, I'd have laughed in your face. Pinhead is an extraordinary combination of contradictions, and there wasn't any character really before him who looked like that. This idea of having a guy with nails banged into his head. Then I have this extraordinary costume, the upper half of which is very butch, and it's leather, and it's muscular, and it suggests exposed muscles, and you have this thing of the flesh interweaving with the costume. And then just for fun, I wear a skirt. So the image is finished off with this kind of soft, feminine look to it. You try and imagine Pinhead with legs. It doesn't work, and if he did, he'd probably be wearing leather trousers. And then just to round it all off, I have these extraordinary lines and this wonderful language. The character has this love affair with the English language, and he likes to play with people and loves the well-turned phrase. I always said that Pinhead was a horror monster who wouldn't be at a loss if he found himself at a garden party with Oscar Wilde and Noel Coward. You know? The makeup early on took about 5 or 6 hours. It's speeded up now. It's now about 2.5, 3 hours, with a world record of 1 hour and 9 minutes. I call it the commute. Nobody wants to do it, but if you're going to go to work, you don't have a choice. As an actor playing these kind of roles, you absolutely have to trust your makeup artist and have a good relationship with them, because they're kind of extension of you as the actor. They're very, very important to you as you go through the filming day. Hellraiser is fundamentally, I think, a Faustian bargain story. It is the desire having, just as Faustus having reached the point where he knows rationally everything there is to know, there is a whole ocean beyond that he doesn't know, and he needs more. It's never enough is the line that Frank has in the first Hellraiser movie. And here we're playing with sadomasochistic sexuality, with the idea that beyond pain is pleasure, beyond pleasure is pain again, beyond that pain maybe is pleasure again, and it's the puzzle box promises to be the gateway to untold ecstasies and pleasures and everything you ever imagined. The trouble is everything comes at once, and it comes with the bad stuff as well as the good stuff. Pinhead is kind of the guardian. He watches that gateway. He's the guy that you meet, but he's not a boogeyman. He's not waiting around the corner with a stiletto blade waiting to jump you and knife you. He arrives and he presents himself, and because he has an image of received pain with the nails in his head, it's like the first thing he says is, "Look what I did to myself. Now think what I could do to you." And there's the threat. There is a very separate response to the character often between girls and boys, very directly sexual response to Pinhead. And I'm not sure what it is. I guess it's the leather thing, it's the body piercing. There is a line of Pinhead's, "I have all eternity to know your flesh," which seems to hit the spot somehow. So I get, whatever else he's promising, it's not wham bam thank you ma'am. I'd taken the Pinhead costume off, pulled on a pair of jeans, put a jacket on. I've still got the makeup on. I set off towards the bar, and instantly these two gorgeous North Carolina girls appear, one at either shoulder, and with apologies for me trying to do the accent, one of them breathes in my ear on this side, "We were just wondering what it'd be like to have your babies." And I said, well, the first thing you need to know is that the pins go all the way down. And without even a pause, the voice in the other ear said, we were kind of hoping. I mean, there are guys and girls out there today, they're just dripping metal. And there's no bit of them left that they can't stick a bit of metal through. And some of them do say to me, it was watching Hellraiser that got me into body piercing. Yeah, sorry mums and dads.